Well, that's quite a predicament, isn't it? You do make a compelling offer, and Star has been a wee bit of a pain in the arse.
We can make him disappear. Not hurt him. We won't hurt him, but we can at least alleviate him of his dangerous abilities so that they will not be a danger to anyone else. Then return him back into society and everything will be right as rain.
Well, I might know a way I can help you.
I figured you would. What is your suggestion?
Well, if I'm insinuating correctly, there's been a couple of disappearances lately. And I wonder if it's a similar situation as what you're concerned about the Star. And I believe earlier today, when I was with Star, he got a phone call that someone he knows very dear to him has vanished. And he's hoping to find her.
I see. Which individual is this?
Matilda, I believe her name was.
Hold one moment. He's going to go open up a drawer next to him, a filing cabinet, and he's going to take out a folder and he's going to look through some documents. Ah! Was she a dwarf by any chance?
I don't know, I've never met her. All I know is she ran an orphanage.
According to my files, we did acquire an individual by the name of Matilda just the other day. I can cut you a deal, and what is your desire with this Matilda? Do you wish us to free her?
No. Let Star find her. He'll walk right into your hands.
I think that is the most excellent idea. So should we are you suggesting that we place some bait or clues that they would find?
Well, I'll let you in on a wee bit of a secret. This whole thing, us coming here to perform, was Star's idea, too, because they already suspect this show has something to do with the disappearances. So we were using ourselves as bait, essentially. Let Star's plan work out correctly for now. Let him think he's in control, I'll play along and everything will be fine. But you'll know exactly what he knows.
So you can be our spy.
Essentially.
Alright.
I'm no stranger to business.
Well, this has proven to be a very lucrative conversation, Reginald. Can I call you Reginald?
Sure.
Call me Davy then.
Alright.
What exactly then do you want out of this bargain? Would you like wealth and riches? Would you like... Yes?
Let me think on that, because there's a lot of things I want. So that one may take a wee bit of time for me to figure out what to choose.
Well, in good faith, why don't I give this to you as a down payment, and he'll put in front of you a sack of coins. Ching. I don't know if you open it.
You'll peek inside.
You'll peek inside, and it's it's like probably I would say a 5-pound bag of gold coins, which honestly probably amounts to the equivalent of, if I was to convert it to like American dollars, I would say it's roughly the equivalent of $500, roughly, in gold coins.
We'll push it back. Tell you what, for now, as a sign of trust, I have a very special friend who's about to audition out there. She is hands off. You do not touch her. And the judges simply judge her as a singer. I don't believe she has magic anyways, but just to make sure, you leave her alone.
Which contestant is that?
Her name's Taylor. She's a country singer.
Country?
Aye.
I see.
I don't believe she has magic, but she is hands off. As a sign of trust.
He has a pencil in his hand, which he's sort of twirling around. because he's thinking. Because you have a feeling like, I kind of didn't want to promise that. But then he's like chewing the end of the pencil a little bit. You drive a hard bargain, Mr. Lee. I'll tell you what. As long as you keep your end of the bargain, she will not be touched.
Sounds like a deal.
Let's shake on it then, he says as he holds his hand.
He'll reach out and shake the hand. Firmly and strongly, like, you do not cross me, kind of a handshake.
Roll an intimidate.
I need to buy that skill. But both.
He'll pull back a little bit and he'll say, understood, loud and clear. I'm a businessman. I know whose feathers not to ruffle. You'll be good on your word, I'll be good on mine.
Sounds like a deal.
And as far as the rest of your friends are concerned, one of the managers wish to congratulate you formally on getting yourselves into the competition. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
And with that, he will dismiss you from his office.
Alright.
Okay. Everybody will now reconvene back to the dressing room. By this point, Veed has returned and he has acquired, I'm going to say, what constitutes as Indian food in this place. So, a lot of vegetarian dishes, but very delicious vegetarian dishes. We're in a place full of animals here, so figured vegetarian dishes is the way to go. So, world full of animals. So, yeah, you all can help yourselves to like curries and vindaloos and deep fried samosas and things like that. So, this is great stuff, Veed says as he's eating.
Yeah, she's eating a bunch of naan, stuffing her face with it.
Yeah, naan bread, garlic naan bread. Eventually, Reginald Black Powder will come back, and I guess I'm going to say that Taylor is just going to be, getting to know the group, and she's just going to be asking things like, how long have you all been practicing together, like, et cetera, and she's very charming, very easy to like her, and then, Black Powder returns.
Everything okay, Reggie?
Everything's fine. I just, one of the managers here wanted to have a word.
A manager?
Mm-hmm.
Don't we have a manager already? Or do we need a new
This one was I believe one of the managers or patrons of the show, a turtle man.
Turtle.
Turtle?
Like
Man?
a turtle?
What do you mean, Turtle Man?
A gentleman by the name of Davy Deals.
Yeah, you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
He tried to strike a deal with me.
Did he use anything to try to make you forget who you are or what you're doing?
No, he just wants to kidnap Star.
What?
Again,
Kidnap
apparently.
Star? Yes, again, says Energy. We know what happened last time.
Yes, don't remind me. Every time I turn around, someone's trying to kidnap me. Oh my god. Don't they have better ideas? Oh my god. What deal did he make with you?
Basically said he could give me whatever I wanted as long as I basically gave you to him.
And Star will look a little shocked. And did you agree to this?
Well, I did what I had to do, considering he does have eyes and ears all over the city. He's listened in on some of our conversations. Knows you and I have been a bit of a rocky bit going for a while.
Should you be saying that here then? Bugs,
Hi, I know.
I knew it.
Star will be like, you made a deal with Davy Deals and... Wait a minute, but you're telling me that you made a deal with Davy Deals, so that basically means you're still on my side, so you're actually helping me. Oh my god, Black Powder, you are a genius!
Yeah, I did tell him I'd be a spy.
So tell me, what did you find out? And he'll grab you and say, did you find Matilda? And his eyes are like almost like they literally look like they're glowing.
Well, considering we're in his building, maybe we should wait till we get back to your house and check it for bugs.
Yes.
I say that whispering, like, very quietly to Star.
This is really disconcerting, Taylor says.
It is. Good news, though. I know he'll keep his hands off you.
What?
I told him that's what I wanted. Make sure you left untouched.
Well, that's really nice, but what about everybody else? I don't want to be the only person protected.
Yeah,
Taylor.
what about everyone else?
He didn't mention you lot at all. I don't think he's interested. No, we'll discuss it more back at the house, Taylor. It's alright.
So
you know,
he has
for
a
a
lot of...
sailor, that is a very pirate kind of deal you made there, Reggie.
I've dealt with pirates before. I know how to smooth talk. You surely know this by now.
She's just going to eye him very suspiciously.
Oh, what? Would you rather me have just said no, fuck you, and ended up getting killed? Or worse?
Got a point.
Whatever. I don't need the approval of a kid.
So, Black Belt, you're saying that he has spies everywhere. So we've been watched this entire time here?
I think out of the time, because there are certain things he didn't know, so I think Star's house is safe.
Okay.
For now, but we still might want to check.
Yes.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. And I have no privacy. Oh.
If I knew the
always
reference,
feel
I'd say that's low-hanging fruit.
somebody's watching me. Well, I'm going way back.
Not far
I'm going way
enough, flat.
Stormy is looking furious when he's hearing these news, and he actually, goes over and he like punches a wall really hard. His hand starts to bleed a little bit, and he says, "Davy Deals. Davy, well, you have proof. We have proof then. You are a witness. He pretty much admitted to you that he was planning on kidnapping Star."
Aye.
Hold up
And that he's responsible for all the other disappearances.
that won't hold up in court.
And even then, it seems like what he's doing isn't even illegal. Because apparently magic's illegal here.
Oh, that's
So
right.
he may
Sorry,
be
you said that.
considered more of a vigilante around these parts.
Do you think the police is involved?
I don't know about that. Like,
So he's on his own doing this?
I don't think he's on his own. It seems like a pretty big operation, but again, let's talk more when we're back at Star's house. I don't trust these rooms.
Oh, I agree then.
Let's just stay here
Mhm.
and support Taylor as she gets ready for her audition. Then we can go back to the house.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I think at that point Taylor will say, "Oh, I probably should go ahead and practice real quick before my audition starts, since I'm gonna be go up soon. So, I guess I'll see you all when I'm up there then."
Good luck. You'll
You
do
got
great.
this.
Thank you, and she'll give you a kiss, and she'll run off. to-
Break a leg.
Thanks. She says.
Star will walk up to Stormy and say, "Stormy, calm down, love. Give me your hand. Really? You have to go punching walls. So let me roll a heel real quick.
Yeah.
Love, I get you're upset, but you can't go damaging property. So Star will. It's a 4 out of 16. So
Yes. You'll be able to easily heal his wounds, and he says, "I just feel so powerless. I mean, I have a lot of pull in this industry, but Davy, he's at a far another level. If I was to say something to authorities, Sam has a point. It's my word against his, and his word is pretty much always going to win."
Yeah, but we have something we didn't have before. We have answers, and we have hope.
Reginald, he says, "Do you think maybe when you go and speak to Davy Deals next time, you think you could maybe find out where they're holding Matilda?"
Again, let's wait till we're back at the house. I have some information, but I'm not going to share it here.
Okay.
Very well. Okay, so we'll fast forward and make our way to later that evening at Star's apartment.
When we get there, let's all do a sweep for bugs, maybe, just to be safe.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, and I probably should mention. Sorry, we have to get to Taylor's audition too.
Yeah.
So Taylor is, gonna get up on stage and she will greet the judges. She's very shy. She's very timid. But the judges are, try to be supportive. And she's going to start singing the same song that she sang to you, Black Powder, during your date. And it is angelic. And it is so sweet and so innocent. And her voice just resonates all throughout the hall. And as soon as she finishes, there's a round applause among the judges. I would say Simon himself actually gets up to stand when they're done singing, and all around it was just a superb performance, and all three of them will say yes to Taylor for moving forward, and she's just going to be very surprised and very shocked and still be stunned. In fact, once you get back to the apartment, Taylor is just going to say, I still can't believe it. I feel like I'm still in bed dreaming. I keep pinching myself, but it's real. I think it's real.
It's real.
I know. It's like you didn't see it coming.
Frankie.
What?
I just give Frankie the most disappointed look.
It's very awkward silence.
You did great, Taylor.
Thank
Ignore
you.
him. He's not used to people.
Oh, sorry, that came out of nowhere.
V tries to save Frankie and changes the subject, and he says, so let's get back to what we were talking about before. What's our game plan? What do we know? What are we doing?
Searching for bugs, yeah?
All right. So everybody who wants to search for, you said just around the apartment?
Yeah, make sure the
All right.
inside's clean so we can talk.
Go ahead, roll
First.
your search, or if you don't have a search, whatever your perception seeing would be.
Perception. Okay.
Might have to use
You have
luck
a
for
plus
this.
2.
Ooh, I barely made it, man.
I'm using luck. I need
Okay.
to.
Yeah, you're gonna all split up and scour the apartment, and you're not gonna find anything around the apartment that seems to be a bug of any sort. You're not gonna find anything.
Okay.
All right. So there's a way. I have a way for us to get your Matilda back.
Okay.
He does have her. I don't know why he took her, but he does. And he knows you're looking for her. He's gonna let you go right to her. Thing is, he's also gonna set it up as a trap. So he's just gonna let you find her. He's gonna give you clues.
Okay. Did he say how he would give you clues?
No,
Or
he
give
said
me-
he's gonna give them to you. For example, letting our plan of us being bait work.
Oh.
So we continue on as planned, but we know there's a trap at the end of that tunnel.
Okay. Well, I'm used to being bait. This is just. How many kidnaps have I been in now? 40?
You seem
Maybe
like a
more?
professional at it.
I might as well start a business. How to get kidnapped in 100 ways. Black Powder, thank you. And he'll walk up and he'll give you like a for real hug. And you'll feel like, in that hug, you'll feel how grateful he is to you.
He'll return the hug. Big old bear hug.
Yes. So I'll be like, if you hadn't told us this, I would have walked into a trap blindly and
If I hadn't told you this, like, where would things be?
right?
I told you. I mentioned it in Frankie's Road. I've mentioned it everywhere. We're a crew. We depend on each other.
True. Well, BP, know this. As long as there is breath in my body, I'm on your side through thick and thin. Thank you for this kindness. So, one last thing we need to check. and he'll look at Energy and say, Energy, I love you, but out of character, is there a way for Star to open up Energy to see if there's any kind of bugs inside of her?
I mean, are you techie at all? Like,
No.
Would you be? I mean, you can try. I don't know if you'd be able to
I was gonna say, what happens
figure
if
that-
Sam touched Energy?
Oh.
You can try. What do you want to do?
If there is a bug, maybe it would be like disconnected.
Right. But if we do this, hopefully Energy's not damaged, because he looks like he locks eyes with you, Sam, and he says, she's so important to me. So whatever you do, if it looks like it's hurting her, just stop, okay?
Wait, what are you about to do to me? Energy says. She seems very, very worried. What are you about to do to me?
And then Star will grab Energy by the hand and say, Energy, we've been spied on, and there's no bugs in the apartment, and you're the only thing we haven't expected.
What are you trying to say? That I'm sort of that I'm the spy?
No, I'm not saying you are the spy. You might be unintentionally.
Do you not trust me?
I do trust you. I do. With everything in me. You know how much I love you. But
I don't know. It's not sounding like it, she says, and she like pulls away a little bit.
Energy, please. This is for Matilda. Like I said, if it looks like it's hurting you or anything seems wrong, Sam is going to stop immediately. I give you my word.
What exactly is he going to do?
He's just going to touch you, and from what I'm understanding, his magic, it reverses things timey-wimey wise. So if there's a bug in your system, it may be able to deactivate it, because it worked for Frankie when I was in his world, and maybe it may work for you. But like I said, I give you my word. If I see anything wrong, we'll stop.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. It just feels a little funny.
She looks a little skeptical, but she begrudgingly says, all right, as long as you stop if it gets really, really bad.
He will. All right, Sam. Please. She is important. So he'll still be holding her hand, though. Like he's holding her hand when you do your thing, man.
All right, so I'll walk up to Energy and just go and hit her on the shoulder.
Okay, you'll touch her on the shoulder, and very slowly she's just gonna start to transform. And as soon as she transforms, she's gonna say, "What the F?" Like she just screams out, "F!" And just stop it! She says, she's starting to transform into something. So it's up to you whether you want her to continue or not. But she's telling you to stop.
Okay, he's gonna be like, "Stop, Sam! Stop! Stop, please."
Okay, I'll.
Do you stop? Okay. So you stop. So Energy kind of says, "That was terrifying. What sort of witchcraft is that?"
It's a part of his magic, and he'll take her and hug her like a ball.
You keep that man away from me. He freaks me out.
Energy, it's okay. Sam is our friend, and I gave you my word. I wouldn't let him hurt you, and I'm so sorry. We just all need to be safe, and that includes you. Do you forgive me?
Yes, sir, I forgive you, she says as she gives you a hug.
Oh, he'll hug her back and give her a kiss on the cheek and say, okay, so what's our next plan? He'll be looking at Sam and Black Powder, sorry.
Well, if Black Powder's sounds like got some arrangements for us to get some information to be able to go and get Matilda, which we know is a trap, but he may know that we know that he knows that we know. So we've got to be extra special cautious on it. But we got to wait for where she's at.
And the thing is, I can't let him know that I'm on your guys' side. He needs to think I'm on his side.
Well, with you spilling the beans in the dressing room, he may already know. We got to be prepared.
I can work that though. If I didn't tell you anything, I think y'all would have been suspicious anyways. Especially with where we were, what our plans were.
Do we know where we have to go?
I think we're literally just going to continue with the plan and wait for them to come to us at this point. I think we're going to continue on in this competition, and they'll find a point in time for them to nab us and Star.
Because it would be good to know the location if we know there is a place.
I know, but there wasn't a whole lot of time.
Yeah, then at that arena, it might be somewhere at that arena. We didn't really look around. But...
Or if the next part's in a different location, who knows?
Yes.
But I think right now his goal is basically to let Star's original plan continue on and let it succeed.
Well, you better hope nothing goes wrong, because, you know,
I'll be in there with you.
something could happen to Taylor, if you really care about her, that is. Something could happen to us too. And I'm really starting to doubt if you care.
Oh, come on, Tori, he told us.
I'm just saying.
Because I'm the one who does reckless things in this group.
Yeah, she's a kid, BP. She's a kid.
Kids need to grow up at some point, Sam. We can't always be there holding her hand or worrying over her. She needs to be able to take care of herself and others. So calling her out on being reckless is a good thing. She'll learn eventually.
I guess old dogs can't learn new tricks.
Okay,
I've been learning lots.
All right. Hey, Star. Yeah, it's getting tense in here. Let me get a smoke. Tori, do you want to come and get a smoke with me?
You want me to smoke with you?
Well, no, you can't smoke. Well, I need to go get smokes if you want to get some fresh air.
I could use some fresh air.
Just don't burn me down, that's all. But you can light my smoke. Frankie.
I'll light your smoke.
If you need anything from the store, let me know. V, looks like you got food covered. BP, your tobacco still doing okay?
I am doing okay.
All right. Star, anything that you need?
No, just you've done enough. Thank you.
Well, any news, write it down just so we can go over it and get a plan together. I think VP's setting us up for some good opportunity to get your mom back. So keep on course.
Yeah.
So out of game, where we did the audition, that was Davy Deals studio building or something.
He is one of the producers of the show, so he has his own studio, but that's just where the venue where the competition takes place.
And we know. Oh, okay. So I think one thing Frankie would want to do is he would go. I'm assuming Star's apartment has some sort of computer terminal somewhere. Frankie would actually turn to Veed and ask Veed, is there anything that you saw while you were in that building? Did you see Davy Deals around or anything while we were getting ready for the show?
I didn't see anyone that looked like a turtle.
No. And then Frankie would go to the computer and do we know where Davy Deals' studio is? And he'll start to search for it on the computer terminal and see if there's
I guess just to keep things simple, maybe his it's a large convention center. Okay. So maybe that is where his main studio is in that convention center. I'll just say that's where that is, just so that we're not I don't want to have like multiple locations if we can avoid it.
Okay.
So
Frankie would just be searching for the convention center itself and any surrounding areas to kind of get a lay of the land. And if there are any blueprints that he can find, anything that can give more information
Yeah.
about the layout of the convention center.
roll electronics or
I got a computer.
computing or
I got computer
yeah.
operations. Let's see here.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to pull up blueprints of the facility. I mean, it's a convention center, so you'll see a whole map. Are you looking for anything like what are you looking for in particular?
Just knowing where like offices are or any places that could hold people, like maybe like some underground rooms or storage rooms.
Not something that you would easily be able to get publicly.
Okay.
If there was such a place. So, yeah.
All right.
I would say, like, yeah, it's a large building, so who knows if there's any wing that's closed off to the public necessarily.
Or
you might be
any
able
like
to learn
maybe
that.
Like receiving docks as well. Those tend to be like
those they will have receiving docks, clearly. Yes.
All right. Yeah, he'll make a note of any of those kind of typical entry places to a convention that are like, and those receiving docks. I don't know if ventilation. We have experience with ventilation systems.
Blackpowder would have mentioned that he did see Davy Deals pull out a file while in that room. So in his office in that building, there he has files, including people who have been taken.
Okay.
So while Frankie is on the computer pulling up stuff, Star will be like, so I mean, this place, like, Star will be mentioning the convention center and say, do you really think there's an underground base? Do you think there might be one?
My experience when I was kidnapped was I was in underground laboratory. And there's always like secret chambers to hold people and to do experiments on them and things like that. I'm wondering if this is happening in your world too.
That would make sense, but an area like that may not be on public record. So we may have to, if it is there, we might be going in blind.
Well, sometimes those places aren't obvious. But there's always like a void, like, oh, it could be here, even though it's not marked. You can sometimes tell like something should be here and it's not on the record. Like, like a file has been deleted, like you see the deletion, you see the void.
Gotcha.
Well, whatever the place is, we know it has to be somewhat close by. He told me a bit about his overall plan, which is basically take people with magic and to make, in his words, make them no longer a danger to society. And then release them back out into the public. So
what would you need
whatever
to
it is,
do?
He mentioned removing something, siphoning something.
So you need like equipment,
machine. And it needs to be fairly quick that you can get people in and out because they also are releasing people once they're done with whatever procedure they're doing.
So medical? You need somebody medical?
Possibly, or maybe magic of their own.
That would be illegal.
I don't know really how the magic and the science work here. It's way out of my league. But I know that's his general plan. He thinks he's doing a service to society. He's arrogant. I don't like him.
Neither do I.
Neither.
So he called magic a danger to society?
He said that you were a very dangerous man. Star.
Me? Dangerous.
We've seen what your magic can do, and I'd say, yeah, you're dangerous in a certain situation. Anyone is. Frankie's dangerous. Tori's dangerous. Like, everyone could be dangerous.
coming from you, I'm going to take that as high praise. So thank you.
Right? Not sure if that's praise to me or not, but
Well, I guess so. So, out of character. So it's the next round of auditions, right, Hart? That we're gonna have to go.
The actual show will begin. So this is going to be like live audience taping. So that will be the next day.
Okay.
In the same place.
So, in the same place. Yeah.
Okay.
And now we have at least a better understanding of the layout if we do get kidnapped. And if it's there, hopefully we have a better sense of where we are.
I was gonna say they took the unicorns in the building, which could mean secret passageways, way of easily knocking someone out. And I would actually think that wherever, like at least a holding place for them would be in that stadium. It'd be hard to wheel out an entire group without being detected, surely.
Yeah, they didn't take him in the building, though. They didn't get to the building.
We don't know that. They could have made it to the building and got taken, or they could have gotten taken before then.
Good
True.
point.
The last we know is we saw them in the van driving off.
Can you maybe search for evidence of the van?
Ooh, can I do a search on the computer?
Like for car accidents or something? Can you do that?
Yeah.
I'll try to roll again and see. Big money, no whammies. All right.
Not bad.
Nice.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you can do some Google searching, but I wouldn't say that you'd be able to find necessarily any information about them missing from a van. I don't know if I'd be able to do that just from Star's computer.
Well, the only thing we really can do is be ready for tomorrow. Energy, can you ensure that Taylor is comfortable and see to all of her needs?
Of course, I can do that. She's a lovely person.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And he'll turn to Taylor and say, Taylor, my assistant, Energy, is a floating bot. Whatever you need, just ask her and she'll be sure you get everything you need taken care of. Okay?
I appreciate it, Star. Thank you, Taylor says.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Star, where can Taylor rest? I want to make sure she gets settled in and have a word with her.
Oh, yeah, we have a guest room. We actually have a few, actually. So in Star's apartment, there's like the master bedroom, and there's like at least 2 or 3 other like guest rooms that people can go lay in.
Okay.
He'll make sure you get the nicest one.
He'll leave Frankie to do the tech stuff because Black Powder doesn't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take Taylor to the room, and I'm so sorry you got dragged into all this.
Oh, this is so crazy. The idea of bugs and spies and kidnappings. This is more than I was going to sign up for.
I think at this point you deserve to know the whole truth because it gets crazier, believe it or not.
The whole truth?
Hi. For the sake of time, he's basically going to tell her everything that's going on, like the world and the books.
Okay. You're all from different worlds?
Hi.
That's very powerful magic, if that's true.
It is. But we don't know exactly what is causing that. All we know is we're kind of jumping around and helping each other.
You've only been together just for a very short amount of time. How did you... And yet it feels like you're all so close in such a short time.
It's amazing what escape in dangerous situation can do to build bonds. No, it's all crazy.
It's a very difficult story to swallow, but I suppose sometimes fact is even more crazy than fiction.
I'm very much starting to learn that.
Why did you decide to tell me all this?
I've had to lie a lot in my life, and I don't like lying to you.
Oh, that's Very noble of you, she says.
I am the farthest thing from noble.
That means a lot coming from you then, if that's the truth.
It's the most truth I've said in a long time.
So, does this mean that when you're done helping Star, you're going to leave?
We have to go help Tori. Sam needs help, and I got to get back to some things in my own world.
I see.
I mean, to be fair, we've managed to bring someone with us before, so you'd probably be able to come along if you wanted, but I imagine that could be a lot.
I have to admit, it's very curious. Would you be able to come back here?
I don't see why not. We haven't tested that yet. I feel like it's been non-stop back and forth for the last couple of days. We haven't really even taken time to rest.
If the opportunity does arise, I have to admit it's a tempting offer to go with you because, well, besides the obvious, not only would I want to still be around you, I've just never felt I really belonged here. You know, I'm just very different, and people treat me differently, but when I'm around you, I feel very normal.
I can't promise other people won't treat you differently in other worlds. So far, that's been a running theme. People are still treated differently just for being different. But I'd have your back. No matter what.
Thank you. Thank you, Reggie.
It would be up to you, but obviously there would be risks if you did manage to come along. We tend to get into trouble. And
I'll think about it. For now, let's just see what tomorrow brings.
I agree. You sing beautifully, by the way.
Thank you. And I'm looking forward to competing against you, she says, laughing a little
Well,
bit.
Sam's already talked about collaborations. Maybe you and I could team up for some.
That would be great, she says, chuckling.
Alright. Well, you're probably tired, so I'll let you get some rest.
Good night, Reggie.
Good night. So give her a little kiss and he'll leave.
All right, and you'll leave. If there's nothing else, I'm going to move on to the next day. So the next day rolls around, and the competition begins. So the host, or MC, Ryan Seahorse, will be there, and he's, of course, very charming, handsome, very excited to introduce all of the contestants. There is a large audience of cheering fans and people that are ready to start, calling in to vote for who wants to go over to the next part of the competition. And so your group will be one of the first to perform. I don't know if anyone wants to give us some sort of an idea of what you perform or how you perform it.
If Star doesn't pick the song, old Reggie should.
Ooh.
I'll be honest, it's gonna be an old one that most people probably don't recognize because time period, but it would be something like either a sea shanty or Green Sleeves is popular at that time. Church hymns were very popular.
You could do a remix of it, like a updated, modernized remix if you'd like.
Sure, let's do a remix of Green Sleeves because King
All
Henry
right.
VIII was a thing at that point.
Nice. Sweet. So you're gonna do that. I would like for everyone to roll your performance again, or whatever you use to roll your performance.
Ooh.
We're not doing so hot today.
Oh man. Okay.
We're not doing so
Well, I
hot today.
think I had the bonus, so I'm good.
So Emily's fine.
I had a bonus too, so I'm good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are doing okay. It's only Joe's just not quite, is trying to just do his thing, dancing. You should have pulled out your saxophone this time.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
Frankie.
maybe if you did
And
the
Frankie,
saxophone.
I needed that cowbell.
Yeah, like
The triangle is not enough. I need that cowbell
So,
to really make it pop.
So the judges are giving you, Lord, sort of a lukewarm review. So they're not really like sure about that performance. It probably wasn't your best.
But Star came through.
But yeah, well, is Star officially performing with them now? Are you officially
No.
going to be?
No, still in the background.
Oh, okay.
So Star is still singing in the background, or is Black Powder singing from now on? Is Black
I was
Powder...
gonna say, like, Black Powder did good, so he would say he'd be okay with just singing from now on.
So what's happening like while this is going on then?
Sam will be like doing the lip sync to Star's auto or adjusted voice while he's working on trying to dance.
I think Frankie did well in that more private setting. Like, he really fed off of the energy and just had those 3 people to review them. But now we're with an audience, are we not now? We're like big.
Yes.
That made him nervous.
Okay.
For Tori, I think she is a little driven with some anger, that residual anger from, the night before. So she kind of puts that all into the piano when she plays. It's very aggressive.
Okay. So Star, you're just like backstage with Stormy.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, while that's happening, Stormy has this like, while you're watching this performance, Stormy has a very like troubled look on his face. Like, he's been troubled this whole time, but he's seeming like really worried.
Star will walk up and be like, "What's bugging you, big guy?"
Something just doesn't feel right. The group seems off.
Well, I mean, they're not usually performers. I mean, I think this is the first time any of them have ever been on stage, so you would expect them to be a little uncomfortable with a large audience.
I suppose. Should we make our way back to the dressing room then to meet them there?
Yeah, let's do that. Just so, we're out of the way and they can perform and we can regroup.
He'll say, "All right, sounds like a plan." And so you guys are gonna make your way over back to the dressing room, and when you arrive at the dressing room, you'll open up, and to your surprise, on the floor seems to be an unconscious Stormy. But there's a Stormy right next to you right now as well.
Okay. So Star will look at the Stormy standing next to him and look at the one on the floor and start to slowly inch away from the one that's standing next to him and say, "You need to start talking. Who are you?"
Stormy just sort of shakes his head. He's got this still a worried look on his face. "I'm really sorry, Star." And then from behind you, you hear Energy's voice say, "Reggie should have taken Davy Deals' deal." Pop! Energy knocks you from behind.
Oh no!
You should have let Sam continue his thing. You should never have listened to Energy.
I thought I'd blown that stuff up a while ago.
She was so sus from the beginning. I don't know why you listened to her and not Sam, but that was the wrong answer.
Oh no! Well, look, in character, Star would have been like, "No,
yeah, totally in character." But the whole time I was like, "What's gonna happen?"
right? OMG!
Stars goes off. He's kidnapped again.
Dang it. We were so worried about like consent.
Yeah.
I knew I should have blown that thing up.
Sam. I was gonna say, with Sam, everybody's a suspect. Everybody's supposed to be a suspect.
Yeah.
You're slipping there, Sam.
Too nice to Star.
Yeah. So Star, you're gonna wake up, and you're going to find yourself in some sort of chamber. You're gonna be sort of like in a cage of some sort. And so it's a cell, and you can hear music, muffled music. So it sounds like you're still in the convention center, but probably underground. Oh, who would have thought? Somewhere underground, underneath the convention center. Maybe Frankie has something here. And to your energy's not around, and neither is the other Stormy, whoever that person was.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, to your surprise, that there is an adjoining cell right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And knocked out, unconscious, you're not really sure, not awake, is Beyonce.
Okay. Well, Star will wake up. So Star will get up and be like, oh, I'm so firing energy. And he'll check to see if there's any blood, and he'll be like, all right. So I'm in a cell. Energy? How could she do this? I thought we were family. I should have let Sam continue. Why am I so soft? Okay, maybe Stormy's around, so Star will start looking, and you said in the adjoining cell is Beyonce?
Is Beyonce unconscious? Yeah.
Oh my goddess. He'll say, Beyonce? Psst. Beyonce!
Beyonce starts to stir, so she's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
She stirs for a bit, and she goes, and then she just very slowly like opens her eyes as if she's just waking up from a dream of some sort. And she like looks at you, and she just stares at you blankly.
Beyonce, it's me, Star. Are you okay?
Star, I know you. I think. She blinks her head. She blinks her eyes.
Star's gonna sink to the floor. Beyonce?
That's my name, I think.
And he'll put his head against the bar. He'll exhale roughly. Beyonce.
Is it time for the show?
The show's already going on. Can't you hear the music?
Oh yeah, I can hear the voices.
Beyonce, what happened?
Snakes. Lots of She suddenly looks very afraid. Lots of snakes.
Okay. Snakes. Lots of snakes. Oh, what happened with the snakes?
Don't look. You don't want to look. Don't look at them. Bad things happen when you look at them.
Bad things happen when you look at them. Beyonce? Beyonce, I'm here. Beyonce, hello, hi.
She did this to me.
She who?
She's a liar.
Who?
She did this to me.
Who? Who's she?
Snakes. Don't trust them.
Don't
Snakes, don't trust them, she says. Meanwhile, back with the rest of the group.
That wasn't our best.
I didn't do together. It's the whole crowd. It made me nervous. Everybody staring at me. It was so different than the other audition. Where did Star go?
I don't know. Maybe he went back to the room
Yeah, let's
with
check.
with Stormy.
Yeah, he's probably over there.
And I gotta say, sorry, I stink.
Veed kind of pats you in the back. It's alright, Sam. I tried to cover you up as much as I could to try to at least distract the crowd, but I suppose Sandy was able to spot you regardless.
Yeah, it's all right. Let's go back and get Starry. He was supposed to be waiting in the wings here, but
Oh no.
Let's go and let's go back and let Star know what happened, Veed says. And you all will start to make your way towards your dressing room, you're gonna pass by Taylor's dressing room, and Taylor's gonna poke her head out, and she's, just sensing everyone passing by, and she'll say, "Reggie, is that you?
Aye.
Can I talk to you for a moment?"
Sure. You guys go on. I'll be there in a moment. What's up?
She takes you inside, and she says, "Reggie, I remember the conversation we had last night.
Mm-hmm.
You were so open to me, and I have something to tell you.
All right.
Do you know my song that I sang to you? Do you know the lyrics that I was saying? I haven't been 100% honest with you, Reggie. You told me that you aren't a very truthful person. I can guarantee you that I am way worse than you.
I don't know if that's true.
Just hear me out, please.
All right.
All my life, I manipulate people. I tell them things that they want to hear in order to get the things that I need, get the things that I want. And I wanted to preface this by saying that you and you have been the best thing in my life that's happened for as far as I can remember, and that I can guarantee you is not a lie. That is the most honest thing that I've ever said. But that doesn't mean that I haven't been 100% upfront and truthful to you. Because at least at the beginning, I hate to say this to you, Reggie, but if I was being 100% honest, at the beginning, I was playing you. I was playing you all. And she her face starts to transform, and her body shifts. And as it's happening, she says, "You know about how country music is about illusions?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really a bat." And her face transforms, and all of a sudden, her hair transforms into snakes. Multiple snakes, her hair. And she still has very dark tinted glasses, but her skin turns really scaly. And you probably have heard about these types of creatures. This is a Medusa. This is a Medusa.
If he knows any of the stories like the Odyssey, he will avert his eyes. Just
Don't
knowing.
worry. She says, "I can't affect you because you're not magical. And even if you were, I don't turn people to stone. That's not what I do. But if you were magical, I can be very dangerous to you. If you were magical, and if I were to look at you directly in the eye, without my sunglasses, the magic would be sucked out of you."
Taylor, does it affect something other than magic?
Non-magical people are not affected by me.
I mean, when the magic sucked out, is part of them changed as well?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, they're not the same. And I wanted to tell you for the longest time, but I couldn't. I was afraid because Davy Deals, you have to understand, he's been like a father to me this whole time, and he's been taking care of me, but every time he asks me to do these things, it just doesn't feel right. But he puts a roof over my head, he tells me I'm a good girl, and my entire life I've had to pretend I was someone I wasn't, because people just didn't understand me. They were afraid of me. I had to be somebody else just to fit into society. That's part of the reason why I came to this city, is to have a fresh start.
Taylor, I'm not about to judge you for what you've had to do to survive. Like I said, you've done some bad things. Can I tell you a secret? I I'm a pirate. I've killed people.
You've killed people?
Aye. Surely you know pirate stories.
I can't imagine somebody like...
Well, you and I are a lot alike. We do what we have to survive. But that Davy Deals man has someone who's important to Star. And while they are a massive pain in my arse, and they annoy the crap out of me, a lot of the time, I do want to help them out. Right? Can you help us?
Yes, I didn't say anything to Davy Deals about you pretending to be his spy. That wasn't me. That was...
What do you mean?
Energy is the bug. I was the person who sold it. I was the person who sold energy to Stormy in the first place, although it wasn't me who sold it to him in the first place.
All right.
But it was all me. The whole thing was my fault.
Where's Star? Because last we knew,
He's-
Star should have been either backstage or in his room.
Frankie was right. There is a unknown underground area where they keep everybody. They keep everybody in their cells, and the only reason we've kept them for this long is because we've been trying to find ways to at least give them back their personalities without their magic. Somebody escaped, and, well, you know about Mariah, so... No, I can tell you where he is, but Davy Deals, he's a very powerful man, but as long as... I don't know what you can do against him.
At the very least, we can make sure he doesn't hurt anyone again. I don't know what the others are going to think. Tori's already pissed at everything, it seems. I don't know how the others are going to react, but we need to go talk to them and tell them, and we need to go find Star.
Do you have to tell them about me completely?
We have to. Because if your ability is the one that's taking magic away, you might be the only one who could potentially give people their personalities back. That could be on you.
I privately have tried before on my own, and I haven't been able to figure out a way to put it back because every time you have to understand, when it happens, when I force magic out of people, it comes out into this glowy ball thing that Davy just bottles up out of character. Think The Little Mermaid. Her voice comes out into a ball, and basically it's just like The Little Mermaid, and he just kind of traps the magic and into a bottle, and then she just says, and then he uses it to enchant magical items.
Right. So his little claim of doing it for the better of the people is just a bunch of hot air. He's making a business.
Yeah, it's more of a black market kind of thing.
All right. Yes, we do have to tell him everything. Hell, at this point, to be fair, you can tell him about me too. I don't care right now. We're gonna find Star, and we're gonna have a nice little chat with Davy Deals, and I will give him my worst.
Okay. Well, there's no reason to say anything about your story. I'm the one who's really on the hook here, so she'll transform back into a bat.
You might have to drop that again,
I know, and
just keep the glasses on, because Tori and Sam definitely have some sort of magic going on with them. I don't know if it's the same thing, but keep the glasses on.
of course. And she'll grab a hold of your arm and she'll say, "Thank you, Reggie. I don't deserve your understanding, but thank you."
Us bad guys kind of need to stick together, it seems.
Us bad guys, yes.
It's fun being bad. Come on.
She'll follow you.
Yeah, he'll take her hand and he'll probably a little bit faster than she could walk, pull her to the room.
What a twist! Anyway. Yeah, so you'll take them back to the dressing room. By the time you all get to the dressing room, Neither Star nor Stormy are there. They're missing. And Energy's not there either. So you all can chat for a little bit before Taylor and Black Powder come back.
That's strange. Star would never just. He's our biggest supporter. He wouldn't not be here right now.
Yeah, definitely not. Something's definitely eschewed.
Veed pulls out his deck of cards and he throws the card down, and out pops up what looks like a magnifying glass kind of thing. And then he's just kind of like looking through the glass and just looking around. And then he says, "Oh, take a look at this." He'll actually hold it up to Sam. And if you look through the magnifying glass, so you know how in crime scenes they like chalk out the outlines of bodies?
Yeah.
So where Stormy was, you'll see an outline of Stormy's body on the ground, chalked out on the ground through the magnifying glass. So that's kind of cool. And then he'll also point out another area on another part of the floor that's an outline of Star, where Star collapsed when he was knocked out. And so he's going to show that to you, Sam, as you're looking through the magnifying glass.
And I'll relay to everybody. It looks like whatever Veed has here is showing us where they fell out. But something definitely happened to them. They've been on the ground here, taped out. Everybody, I would say we're in a go time now. Where's Black Powder?
That's a good question. Where is he?
Well,
George.
he stopped. Yeah, he stopped to talk to Taylor, right? And said, "Go ahead and move forward," and he would join us in a bit.
He's been gone for a little while now.
Yeah, Tori, I know there's a lot of like tension and everything, but you got to remember he's from a different time, so. And he's older. He's still an elder. You still gotta give him some respect. Remember,
He's got to earn my respect, and he hasn't.
well, sometimes you gotta give a little bit so they can earn more. Just remember. On the same token that he needs to treat you like a lady. It's a two-way road here. With that being said, we just got to be ready when he gets here to go. Star is definitely in trouble.
Yeah, my focus is on Star right now. I can deal with the Black Powder shit later.
It'll be at this moment that Black Powder and Taylor will come in.
Black Powder comes in, and he does look mad. All right, yeah, Star's been taken.
Yeah, what do you know? Where?
How do you know that? We just found out.
Well, turns out Davy Deals had a little bit of a friend on the inside, and he'll look at Taylor.
Hi, I'm sorry, everyone. It's this whole thing, these kidnappings. It was my fault. It's all my fault. She's just gonna explain everything that she just said to Black Powder, almost word for word. She's not gonna say anything about Black Powder's like piratyness or anything. And do you want her to show? Does Black Powder encourage her to show herself?
Aye, but keep your glasses on.
Yeah, she keeps her glasses on the whole time, and she'll reveal herself to you all as being a Medusa, and she'll explain what she can do, what her limitations are. So again, she can't turn anyone to stone, and she only affects magical people. So, Tori, just as an FYI, you might become a shell of a person with not as much personality. Oh, snap! But anyway, sorry, I was just trying to. Sorry, bad joke there. Sorry.
Tori won't make eye contact, but she will be kind of gripping her dolls, like ready to go if she needs to
So
use them.
Taylor's gonna get us to Star, right?
Yes, I can do that.
And then we'll have a word with Davy Deals. Because he's apparently keeping this magic in some kind of jar or something to make magic items. I don't know. But if this turns out to be a trap, and he will say that very sternly towards Taylor, giving you my trust. If this turns out to be a trap, I will not hold any quarter.
Of course, 100% understand, Taylor says. I would not expect anything less.
Right?
So where is Star?
He's in one of the underground chambers. I can get you access, but we have to be very discreet as possible in order not to inform any of the stagehands down there that work for Davy.
All right, no problem. Let's go before anything happens to him.
Agreed. Let's be quick.
You all will start making your way, and you'll be passing by the Chromatics. The Chromatics are about to get on stage next for their performance. And of course, they're going to, give a little bit of a wave at Sam as they pass by.
Yeah, I'll just keep going.
Yep. And, she's going to lead you. They'll take you to, like, a doorway that's, like, personnel only. Like, personnel only, but she'll have, like, a key card or something that gives her access. And you guys will go take a staircase down, and she will eventually lead you over to this chamber where, yes, you will find Star and Beyonce. So Star, you had just recently woken up as well. So you just realize that Beyonce is not quite there. But then you'll see your friends come in.
The entire time I'm keeping a grip on Taylor, just in case.
So Star will be like, still trying to get Beyonce's attention and saying, and when he'll hear everyone, be like, everyone, oh, by the goddess. And he'll like go to the gate and his arms will go through. He'll be like, well, yay me, I've been kidnapped again. Surprise. But massive plot twist, Beyonce is not herself. And I don't know where Stormy is. And energy was... He doesn't want to finish that sentence, but maybe help me get out?
Yeah, we know Star, and then I look at Taylor.
Oh, hi, Taylor. Oh no, were you going to get kidnapped too?
More of an accomplice to Davy Deals. It's a long story.
It's a long story.
Taylor will then transform into Stormy. And then she's just going to say, I'm so sorry, Star. And then she transforms back into her bat form.
He'll grip the thing, his hair go full red. He said, where is my husband? And it's like his hands are glowing with like red energy. He's like, what did you do with him?
Taylor will say, I wasn't responsible for taking you. Some of the stagehands came in when you were knocked out by energy, and I actually don't know where Stormy is, but we can check some of the other holding cells.
Yes. And he'll look at Frankie. Can you get this gate open?
I can try. How is it closed? Is it like electronically locked? Is it mechanically
locked? It's electronically locked with like a hand, whatever you call
Sam.
it.
Okay. Can I like physically try to just like...
Yeah, I'll touch it and see if it goes to something that Frank can
like break open.
Yeah.
You'll touch the panel, and then it'll sort of like dissolve, and in its place it'll have a padlock because that's more inclined to your thing. So the whole electronic thing turns into a padlock.
Okay, then with the padlock, I'm just going to kind of grab it and try to just break it off.
Yeah, roll a strength roll.
Let's see. Come on, no whammies.
Oh,
Don't you get
man.
a bonus for strength while you're a bull?
He does. He does.
Oh,
he does
hey.
actually. So
Use
I'm
those
gonna say it's a
muscles.
+2. I'm gonna say a +2. So yeah. So I'm gonna say that you do manage to just break
Just
open
make it.
the just make it to break open the lock to free Star.
Star will be like, thank you for setting me free. Now, even though this is hard, and I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but can you help me with Beyonce?
You can try again, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Although we're not really here for it, but I'll touch the panel anyhow.
Okay. I definitely succeed on that one
Yeah.
easily. So now that I know what I'm like trying to how to leverage it, and I'm like, oh yeah, bam.
Yeah, you'll open it up, and I mean, Beyonce is kind of not there at all. And while this is happening, suddenly the door that you came in slams shut, and over the speaker system, you hear Energy's voice. Star, you naughty boy. Look at you trying to escape. Now, you've been kidnapped a whole number of times to know that this is not the route that you should be taking.
Well, whatever, Energy. I thought we were friends. How could you do this to me?
It's nothing personal. We've had quite a fun run and creating all of your hits. Just remember, a lot of your success comes from my inspiration. It's from our late night creative juices flowing workshops that we do at the apartment. So, you know, the way I see it, this is sort of a way for you to pay me back for making you so successful.
Pay you back for my talent. Let me tell you something, Energy. I regret the day I had you. I regret the day we met. And when I find you, and I will dismantle you myself.
Well, you just try. In the meantime, Davy Deals and his men are coming very soon, so just sit tight.
Okay. Problem. Out of character, I was gonna try to touch Beyonce to see if I could heal her mind. I don't know if that would work.
Sure, you can try.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try for that. Who knows how this will turn out? Okay.
Yeah, don't fail.
Yeah, exactly. No critical fails.
Don't critical fail, I mean. No critical fail. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you will go ahead and attempt to heal her, but it doesn't seem... There doesn't seem to be anything physically, like, wrong with her. It seems to be something more spiritual, I guess, wise. So you can't heal her.
Well, that's a bust. So he'll be like,
Let's try and find Stormy if we can still traverse this area. Try and get in.
The door is locked.
We got incoming. I say we get ready for them to come to us. And I'll pull out Tommy guns.
We'll get my sword.
Do your flavor balls work?
Oh yeah,
We
definitely.
haven't tested them.